my name is Joy, and today I'm going to make my tabbouli wraps. My tabbouli wraps are similar to the tabbouli that we know, but I've added a few different ingredients. It's an entirely raw recipe, but I wrap the filling that I make in a collard leaf, which is extra nutritious. So it's a similar take on the domadas my aunt used to make. Were Greek, and she used to go pick the grape leaves from her grapevines and make a rice filling with herbs, and she used to steam that. Instead, I'm going to wrap my own filling in this collard leaf. So let's begin. Okay. I am going to get a bowl. Okay. I have some ingredients for my filling. This is super easy, but it's some prep work, so be prepared to spend some time cutting. I enjoy cutting. If you have a food processor, you can do most of this in the food processor if you wish, but I like to cut the herbs. Okay. Number one ingredient is the cauliflower. This is raw cauliflower. I've taken about 3 or 4 flowerets and I pulsed them in the food processor, and they look like maybe bulgur wheat that you would use in tabbouli that you buy in the store or you make yourself. So I have about 2 cups of cauliflower. And I have lots of herbs. And the secret to this recipe are the herbs, okay? We have parsley. This herb is super, super nutritious. Parsley is a cleanser and healer of the body. It contains calcium, magnesium, iron. I put parsleys in my shakes when I make fruit and veggie shakes. So, parsley first. This is about 1 cup of finely chopped parsley. And then we've got dill, fresh dill, finely chopped, 1 cup. And then I've got fresh mint. This is about 1/2 cup of finely chopped mint. So that goes in the bowl. See how easy that is? Well, that's because I prepped everything ahead of time. Okay. We've got sun-dried tomatoes. Now, sun-dried tomatoes, I'll show you what it looks like. It's a dry sun-dried tomato. I boiled some water, and I poured the water on top of the tomatoes, and I had them soaking for about an hour. Then I chopped up the tomatoes. And I'm going to show you what I do. After I soak the tomatoes, I squeeze them out. And then I chop them like this. Very easy. But you must soak them because they will be too hard to cut and too hard to chew. So we've got our tomatoes. We're going to add that. That's about 1/2 cup. When they're dry, I measure 1/2 cup. I soak and I chop. Very simple. I've got about 1/2 cup. These are about 3 large scallions. So I chop them fine as well. Okay, let me show you my herbs. We're going to take a little detour. This is the mint that I used. Now, I take the mint off the stem before I chop it. I used curly parsley, but you can use flat parsley too. And I used dill. I try to buy organic herbs whenever I can. And then the scallion. And we have cauliflower here. And I told you about the sun-dried tomato. Okay. I have got here, this is about 1/4 cup of dark raisins. I buy organic raisins, and I get them at a pretty good price at Trader Joe's. In that goes. And I'm going to come back here. In my skillet, I have toasted some walnuts, about a half a cup of walnuts, which I chopped coarsely. Now these have been toasted very slightly. When you toast on the skillet, you heat it up to hot and you have to stir constantly. You don't use your hands like I do. My hands are tough from doing this, but you can use a wooden spoon. And the half a cup of nuts, walnuts I used. The original recipe called for a half a cup of pine nuts, but they were $26.99 a pound. So we don't want to break the bank here. We want good flavor for less money. Okay, so we have our ingredients in the bowl. I like to use lemon zest. This is an organic lemon, and this is my zester. So this gives extra flavor to the dish. It's really easy. If you don't have a zester, I would go out and buy one. There's extra nutrition in the peel of a lemon or an orange or a lime, and it makes the dish more interesting as well. So I've got the zest of one lemon. Now I'm going to go over to my food processor and make a little dressing for the top.